Good morning, good morning, good morning, BigH Trucking. What's going on, YouTubers? That's it. I'm at the last drop, the last load before going home tonight. This is the place, if you saw my video yesterday, this is the place I told you about, where it's as tight as a drum. Now, I'm hoping, you can't see it, but I'm going to take you along with me. There's a spot in the corner where I can come down and becomes a straight back. If not, this place is so tight. And hopefully there's a spot for me, but the lady, or the security guard, is going to find out exactly where they want it. I may go in the door. It may go in the door, because I've got, usually I take a loaded trailer out of here and drop an empty. So this is where I come, typically after I get off of home time, and come to this place. Maybe once every 3 times, but it's quite often.
I'm gonna need you to take that lock off.
Yeah, I will. You want me to take it off now?
You
want me to take it off now?
No, you can take this stuff. You can sign the papers.
Okay.
And then when you get up, you're gonna go to 12 or 13, back in, doors open. But these gotta go in the back. So when you go up there to unlock your
So I'm taking the pink copy, right?
let me see.
Or am I getting unloaded?
No, you could drop it in the bay and they'll unload it.
They'll
and
unload
go get your
and get one empty. Okay.
This is yours.
The yellow. All right. So let me take that out and I'll put this in here. You know what? Since I'm here now, let's go and let me go and take that lock off and I'll put it back there right now. This way, there's no messing around.
Thank you.
All right. So all that was, I went back there to take the lock off, throw the paper and the seal in the trailer. So I don't know if you heard it. Either 12 or 13, back it in, open the doors, disconnect, and go grab an empty. So that's my protocol.
You have 3 hours and 28 minutes of remaining drive time.
So I'm going to go into yard move. see what I mean? This place is absolutely jam-packed. Too long. Got a fence in front of me. I can't go around. So we're gonna do Plan B. So I went out way too far. Makes trucking exciting. You leaving? Tight, folks, it's tight. doors. For the new guy. Doesn't matter how many times it takes you. Take your time, look around, just go slow, man. And you will be fine. There. As I was saying, this is a drop. Let the air out of my bags. Drop the truck or the tractor. There's always people walking around. Just want to make sure. Shut that off. This place is it's small, but it's always busy. So you just got to be careful. And that's it, man. Now I got to go find a trailer with a black seal on it and take it back to the shindigs. I'm done. So as you can see, it's the first time I ever backed it into the door. No excuses. I should have realized earlier from experience that I went out too far. I went out towards the fence too far, and the angle was perfect, except I couldn't get underneath the trailer because the fence was in the way. So, we got it in there. Nobody got hurt. Trailer is safe. load's here, and that's all that matters, folks, at the end of the day, is that the load is here. With that being said, I gotta go find the trailer. I got guts to go find the trailer. Maybe you come with me, because maybe one of these are running. Maybe 200. This looks like, is that running? She's running, she's running, she's running, she's running. These are all prime trailers getting ready to head on out. People gotta eat beef. So I'm bringing a load of beef in, so I'm assuming, and these are all running. So I guess they do the final stages, cut them up and box them here. So I've never seen cows come here. All right, that's it, folks. I gotta find the trailer. Be good. All right, this is it, folks. I'm back at the terminal, if you can see in the background there. Gonna go and get it washed out, because that's what you do when you bring back an empty trailer. You wash it out. So as you saw before, with my backing into that place, it's definitely a challenging back. Don't be afraid to challenge yourself. More importantly, just if you're not sure, get out and look, and you'll be fine. You'll become good at it. And nobody I know can just bing bang boom without ever having to correct or pull up. Sometimes you got to pull up. It all depends on the scenario. Not every place is going to be a Walmart or a Costco or a Target where you have all the room in the world to maneuver. It's going to be places like that where you have barriers or you have fences, you have something that's obstructing you. Now again, my mistake was there that I pulled out too far this way and then turned it in, which the angle was correct, but when I went to go underneath the trailer, I realized the fence was right there, so I couldn't do it. So I pulled it up again, still not far enough away. I should have moved over even more. Same thing. The angle was correct, but when I went to turn around, when I went to get underneath the trailer, it was still too close to the fence. So that's when I corrected up. I said, you know what? Let me start all over again. I backed up the truck, pushed it over, then proceeded to do it and got into the hole. So, no harm, no foul. But again, this place is busy. Trucks everywhere. I'm done. I am, like I said, waiting on the washout line. I'm the next one to go. And still got a pretty decent day ahead of me. I gotta more importantly, I've gotta do my laundry, shower, shave. And I've got to go in and tell them about my windshield, because the windshield leaks really bad from inside. I don't know where it's coming from. I put tape up along the side, along the top where the seal is. There's a black seal. I put tape on either side of it, and it's still leaking through it. It's leaking in 1, 2, 3, 4 places. I don't know where it's coming from, folks. So. But again, I'm going to have that argument with the guy and say, why, I should be responsible for it because you guys put it in. And it's been, it started leaking like October, November. Just out of the blue, I looked up and it's leaking right underneath the camera. If you see where the camera is, this brown thing right there, by either side of the pre-pass, that's where it's coming down the heaviest. But on either side of that, it's also coming down. So, yeah, it's going to cost me to fix it. I'm assuming it's going to cost me a little bit. So, it is what it is. Let them fix it. But yeah. So this is it. I'm done. enjoy my home time once I get home. And but before you know it, I'll be back at Prime. The good news this time was I only went to the terminal once in 4 months, and that was to go to Peterbilt in Missouri to do the PM and the check engine light. And then the following weekend, I ended up in Indiana refixing what they missed. But that was it. Usually when I'm on the road, I tend to have to hit the terminal once or twice or 3 times. Sometimes I just come here because I'm on my way to go upstate, up to New York or Massachusetts, and this is a great place to come and do my 10-hour break. Sometimes I come here because I need to come here. But I'm going to be sure, because I ran out of the anti-gel back in Kansas, and it got cold. So I just got a bottle now, just one bottle. I poured half of it in because I only have about 100 gallons. So I used half the bottle on either side because my truck's going to sit, and I don't know how cold it's going to get. Right now it's beautiful. It's 62 degrees here in Pennsylvania. So there's no need for anti-gel. But like I said, because my car is going to sit, my truck's going to sit for about 2 weeks. It's probably going to get cold. It's still winter, so I don't want I don't want to come back and everything's frozen if and when it gets cold. So anyway, folks, like I say, signing off. Thanks for stopping by BigH Trucking. Make good decisions. You'll be fine, guys. Anybody who's new coming in, because this is what these videos are steering towards, the new people, or somebody in TNT, or I don't know if I'm helping anybody with a lot of experience. Probably not, because I don't know enough about the industry. But really, these videos are to document my journey, so I can look back down the road and reflect on my journey with Prime. I found a home. I really enjoy working with Prime. This is just my story, my journey. At a younger age, I hate to use age as a reason, but sometimes you need to. If I was, say, 40 years old, I would definitely go out and get my own truck. Even in a down market, this is the time to establish yourself. But I would definitely go down. I would definitely get a truck. And I would definitely lease on with a company somewhere, after doing research, of course. But being I am what I am, my age, I do great with Prime, guys. I mean, I know everybody wants to know people's money, and when people state what they're making, there are doubters and haters. I can tell you that I definitely hit a ceiling. I wish I could make the 9 grand every week as a gross, not what I take home, as a gross to the truck. But that's not the way it is here at Prime. It's the way the loads fall too. It's the distance between loads. Some weeks I'm able to do 4 or 5 loads. Some weeks I'm only able to do 3 loads. So like I already got 1 load in for next week. If I was still out on the road, I would get another load today, maybe go out to Saturday. So it all depends on how loads fall. But again, the inconsistency of what I make kind of bothers me a little bit. But at the end of the day, I could never go to another company. I could never work for cents per mile. I just couldn't. Because I don't care what anybody says. Any company guy can argue with me. I'll be more than happy to meet you at the cafeteria table and show you my statements, and let's see at the end of the day if you even come close to what I make. Because you don't. Sorry. 55 cents a mile is not even close to what I make. Now again, all my results may vary, but I'm sure there's a whole handful of people that agree with what I'm saying. But again, Prime's home. Prime's a great company. It's a great way to get your feet wet and learn the industry. know, they've never screwed me. Everything they've told me has come true, or they did the right thing. Again, this is my experience only. I could never see again. I'm glad I stepped back and did research for 6 months before I made my decision to come here. And really, the ultimate decision was on how fast Prime got back to me. How fast they got back to me when I put my application in. I put it in 3 or 4 different companies, and of the 4, only Prime and one other company came back. I believe it was Rail. Yeah, it was Rail that came back. But Prime did it faster. My recruiter was, because I live about 100 miles from the terminal, I wanted to come down and see with my own eyes and feel it, and test the waters, and gave me with a whole list of questions. And she sat there, she talked to me, she showed me around the campus here, and she sat there and answered my questions. And 2 questions she didn't know offhand, and I got a phone call several hours later, and she gave me the answers to the couple of questions that she didn't know. So right there and then I knew this was, for me, this was where I was gonna get my training. And believe me, the first 6 months was up and down. Sleeping was an issue. I was gonna leave. I actually quit because sleeping during the day, I just couldn't do it. But eventually my body got used to it, it clicked, and the rest is history. So it's not don't think that once your training is over, that all of a sudden, you're gonna make the big bucks, because it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way in any industry. You've got to put your dues in, you've got to prove yourself, and once you get a good reputation, then the better loads will come. But don't get me wrong, I still get loads that suck, but I also know that the sucky load that I get is going into a different location, into a location where coming out, it's going to be a better paying load. So I have full faith in my fleet manager, and at the end of the day, you and him, or you and her, or your team, you're on the same team. And as long as you can prove to him or her that you are responsible, and they don't have to worry about you, and they don't have to hold your hand, eventually I'll take care of you. Just remember that. So, BigH is out. So like I said always, I said my goodbyes about 4 minutes ago. I feel like somebody has to hear this, and maybe somebody will hear this, and especially like an older person. Yes, this video is for everybody that's looking to come into the trucking business. Again, I'm not saying Prime is the best company in the world, but for me, Prime is the best company in the world. For me, it fits everything that I need, everything that I want, except that I wish I could do 10 grand every week, 9 grand every week, gross. I don't. But I also don't starve. Even on my worst weeks, I still put money in my account. I still put money in my e-fund. That's all that matters. You're making money. Even in the down economy so far, I have nothing bad to say. Yes, am I waiting a little bit longer between loads? Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes you get a pre-plan right away. It all depends on what location I am. So, anyway, I'm going to shut up. I promise I'm going to shut up. If you guys have any questions, or want more information, contact me through comments. I'll get back to you. I'll answer your questions. I don't have any problems with that. But again, this video is for everyone, but specifically honing towards more of the person who's older, wants to come out of a different industry and, whatever, not happy. Trucking could be your answer. Trucking is providing many, many people with a good quality of life. Again, the drawbacks are you're away from home. That's my only drawback, that I'm away for long periods of time. You got to be able to be by yourself for long periods of time. You got to kind of think on your feet a little bit too. Not that you need super brain power, but you need to be able to think a little bit sometimes. Other than that, it's a seamless, easy job. Guys, I keep on telling you, this is the easiest job I've ever had. Not the easiest mentally, neither was sales. Sales was a grind. Sales was tough. Sales was mental. But I promise I'm shutting up. Big H is out. Stay safe, make great decisions, and see you soon. Thanks for stopping by.